Christ be with you all. Today, I want to reflect and bring you up a reflection upon these 40 days that we're about to start today. As Catholics, what really God is calling us. Every year, we set up our goals, we set up our hearts, our minds to do some kind of a change. Some of us probably don't even accomplish those changes. And why is it? Because sometimes we don't do them because we really want to please God. Sometimes we do them because we just want to fit in, or because we just want to accomplish with what the Catholic faith teaches. We say, oh yeah, I'm leaving the chocolate, I'm leaving the candy, I'm leaving this, and that's it. But what really that brought you to you as a conversion to your heart? What really that did in your life to make a change? Did you really, just because you left candy or chocolate, you really, at the end of the 40 days, you really are not gonna eat any more candy? I mean, and some of us, sometimes with all these things, sometimes we say, okay, well, I'm gonna leave the alcohol, I'm gonna leave the cigarettes, but then the 40-day passes and we come back even worse. Sometimes those 40 days passes, and on Easter day we go out and get drunk. We go and again we smoke a pack of cigarettes. We again eat a whole box of chocolates. So really that did not make any change for us. So, and that's what pretty much most of us do every single day. And really we have not changed. Why? Because we don't have that that set up mind and in the heart and the soul to actually make that change for the Lord, not for us, and not so that everybody can see me, but for the Lord. And today I want to bring you up another idea, if you would call it, on something that you can live this 40 day season with Jesus. Today it's Ash Wednesday, and it marks the first day of Lent. And Lent is a season in the Catholic faith. It's a season that we live in conversion to get closer to the Lord, to really get closer to Him. So, no coincidence. I'm not going to go through my whole testimony, that for another few videos or so. But I do want to bring up to you today that I have the grace by the Lord that I'll be almost 4 years that God made me the call to use the veil. And eventually after Easter, He made me the call for the modesty. And they go hand on hand. At that time, I didn't understand, but then eventually I got to know why, because they go hand on hand. But this video is not to talk about specifically my conversion on that matter, but it is no coincidence that it was a Lent season when He made me that call. So I want to bring you up this. Like my priest said yesterday in the homily, and then today, and then, all these days they're going to be telling us about the same thing. And it's not that, we're going to be saying, there you go again. You're saying the same thing. They have to tell us why, because until we understand that this is the season to really live and to really leave behind what it's causing us to sin, or causing us to make other people sin. And sometimes we have to leave things, actually we need to leave things that are actually gonna hurt us. That's what our priest said. That's the challenge, he said, to really leave something that is really gonna hurt you. Is it really gonna hurt you to leave the chocolate for a few days, for 40 days, and then come back and eat chocolate again? What that's good, that's that. And that doesn't mean you cannot do that. You can, but this season, really try to do your best to think and try to live something that really, really, really hurts you. Um, Lately, a lot of women, not only women, but a lot of people in my surrounding have come to me and asked me, Sister, it's been so hard to me. I've been trying the modesty, but I keep falling. Let me tell you, by grace of God, since He gave me the call, I have not fallen. Not because of my own merits, not because I'm so saint. No, I'm so far from being a saint. Probably more sinner than anybody here. But what I'm going to tell you today is really put your mind and your heart to the Lord and give it all to Him. And then He will pour His graces upon you and give you the strength that you need to really give up what's hurting you. It's going to hurt, but at the end, it's for the greater good. And that's what the challenge is. Like the priest said yesterday, leave something behind that really hurts you. And it came back to my mind when I was starting on modesty because it did hurt. It's something that hurts. It's not easy to leave all your clothing behind, everything that you used to know since you were little, whatever. All the shorts, all the mini skirts, all this immodest tops, immodest dresses. It's not easy. Leave behind all the pants. And I'm not talking only about the tiny skinny pants. I'm talking about leaving all pants, all pair of pants. They're all immodest, regardless of what anyone tells me, because trust me, I have heard it. I have heard it so much from different people that pair of pants in a women it can be modest. No. And why I'm telling you no, it's not, because that's what the Lord put in my heart, and not just in my heart. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna give my testimony today, but it is part of it. And when God made me see that, I'll be recording some other time another video with that part, but He made me really see the reasons that a pair of pants in a woman it's not modest. Therefore, I'm telling you, it's not modest. So it wasn't easy. It was not easy to leave everything behind. It's not easy to receive these comments from different people telling you, "Oh, you feel so saint just because you're wearing a long dress, or because you have sleeves on your shoulders. You think you are so saint." No, I don't feel myself a saint. But that's what other people think about me, or anybody that's really practicing modesty. That's the most comments we get. And you're gonna get those comments too. And you're gonna get these comments that also are gonna hurt you. And they're gonna tell you, um, they're gonna remind you of your past. They're gonna tell you so many things to distract you from what you are trying to do with God. But if it comes from your heart, like everybody's gonna tell you too, oh, God wants a change from your heart, not your outside. But let me tell you, really, when you really change your heart, trust me, you change your outer look. Trust me. God had to really, really work in my heart first in order for me to accept His will on me and say, okay, Lord, I'm doing it for the love of your sake. I'm doing it because of you. Imitating your mother. So this is what I'm going to tell you today. Do it. Whatever change you want to do this season, this Lent season, do it for the love of God. That's all it matters. The love of God and the well-being of your soul. You only have one soul to save. So do it for the good, for the greater good. And it's gonna be hard, yes. But nobody said it was gonna be easy. Following Jesus, imitating Mary, it's not easy. And I know Some people tell me too, oh, modesty is only for women. No, it isn't. Modesty is also for men. You can see throughout history how men are wearing all these immodest clothes, especially lately, that are also provoking women. So, no, modesty is not just for women, it's for men. And stop trying to look like a man if you're a woman, and stop trying to look like a woman when you're a man, because that's not a modest. That's not what God called us to do. So I'm going to leave you with this. Do it from your heart. Do it for the love of God. Women, try to imitate Mary. That's our best model. And men, try to imitate Saint Joseph. That's your best model. The Sacred Family. Peace be with you.